Benghazi. If you think you know the answers about what happened there, you don't. Nobody does, and it's about time that we did. Not just what happened on the ground in Benghazi. Why didn't we have advance warning? Why didn't we have military assets go in there? The attack lasted for 7 hours. Our supersonic aircraft fly at 800 or 900 miles an hour. I mean, that means it could have gone anywhere from the Indian Ocean to the mid-Atlantic to have been there in time. Why didn't we? But much more importantly than that, we have got to know what the President, the Secretary of State, and the UN Ambassador knew, and when did they know it. We want to know who took the word terrorist out of the briefing memo that was passed around from the intelligence community. And this information could lead all the way upstairs to the President, because he engaged in a very public cover-up for 2 weeks during the height of an election period. And we're entitled to know what's going on. Why haven't we? Well, the House has not gotten its act together on this. John Boehner, the Speaker, has resisted bypassing the normal committee structure and setting up a select committee to investigate it. The normal committee structure has proven ineffective in doing this because they're so closely linked to the agencies they oversee. If you're chairman of the committee on that oversees the FAA or oversees the Defense Department, you're so closely linked to them in so many different ways that you don't want to be calling him in a subpoena and making him testify or getting people under him to turn on him. You blow your relationships and you become ultimately an ineffective committee member. But if you have a select committee that's entirely dedicated only to Benghazi, you're going to get the truth out of this. And this is all key to giving whistleblower status to the people who have something to say. You know how in a criminal investigation, you get one of the lower level criminals who's involved in the drug gang, but not one of the principals, and you say, okay, we'll do a deal with you. You'll get a year in jail, and in return, you have to tell us everything that happened. And only if you can make those deals and give immunity are you going to get the true story. Or in witness testimony, they offer people immunity from prosecution or Queen for a Day use immunity. Well, the equivalent of that in the government is whistleblower status. This is something that was created about 15 years ago. That's an official status that protects you. Once you are declared a whistleblower, pay can't be cut, you can't be fired, your work can't be materially changed to your disadvantage. You can't be punished in any way for a finite period of time, a rather long one, after you've done your whistleblowing. But to get the whistleblowing status, you have to be subpoenaed, you have to come in and testify, and then become designated as a whistleblower. And the failure of Congress to do this means that all of these career intelligence people and national security, homeland security people are not coming forth because they have careers to protect. You know, they've been in the Marines for 25 years or in Homeland Security for decades, and they're not about to risk their jobs or their pensions or their chances for upward mobility by telling the truth. So it's crucial that there be a whistleblower status accorded to these people, and crucial that there be a select committee appointed to investigate this. Now, if you go to dickmorris.com, you'll see a petition there. Please sign it. There are 117, at last count, House Republicans who have petitioned Boehner to set up this committee, a majority of the Republican caucus. But almost half have not yet. And this petition will be dedicated to your congressman. And most likely, he's maybe one of those Republicans that has not already agreed to having this select committee. So please, pass it all over your neighborhood and to all of your friends. Circulate this very widely. It's very important that we get the select committee. And you know something? I don't know how high this is going to go. I don't know how permanent this is. But I'll tell you something. Obama made a big mistake when he lied to the American people, as big as when Clinton lied to them over Lewinsky. But this isn't about that. This is about national security in the middle of an election. And this could really be very, very significant, like the Watergate Committee or the Iran-Contra Committee. So let's get to the bottom of it. So please sign this petition.